Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream, US edition. We are continuing to work on the koi pond project, in particular the life support system here in the backyard. As you remember yesterday, back here, the pad, the slab that we poured yesterday. What today's focus of attention is going to be on the slab back here is we're going to make a template. I kind of wish I would have saved the box that the shed came in, but I left it outside. It got wet, it got damaged, and it went away with the garbage collection. So I have a little bit of some cardboard left inside the garage. And what we'll do is we will make a template here today, and I will show you how I will be doing that. And the template will be used for cutting out the holes for the bottom of the shed that we'll be setting down here on the slab for our life support system. And you're wondering, why are you wearing a sweatshirt? And here we are in, what month is this? This is the end of April. We're almost into May. Well, the temperature this morning was 54, I believe, 54 for the low this morning, which I believe is 12 degrees centigrade for those of you in the Philippines. And I think the high today is supposed to be 70, which is supposed to be, I believe, around 21 degrees centigrade for those of you in the Philippines. So it's still a little bit cool here in the US in this part, and it's probably cooler up north, much cooler I'm sure up north. But anyway, that's why I'm wearing a sweatshirt, but it'll be warm enough this afternoon. So anyway, one more thing. We might be going to a barbecue, sort of like a barbecue festival kind of thing in the town of Goose Creek today. If we do that, we will take you along with us for that experience as well. So anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. All right, well, I found some cardboard pieces. These is just residual pieces that were inside one of the boxes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this marker. I'm going to take the marker, and I have a little razor cutout thing. And what I'll do is I'll set it over. I'll take it and I'll mark over each one of these pipes, each one of the PVC pipes that are coming up out of the slab. I'll mark them, then I'll cut the holes. We'll slide them down and we'll measure them to the edges, how close the cardboard is to the edges, and we'll make our template. And then we'll take that template and we'll cut out the base of the shed, and then we'll slide it over and see if it fits properly. It doesn't have to be exact, remember. It's on the inside, but we want to make it as close as possible so it looks nice. Now I've got everything marked out on here from the template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a hole saw, but I'm going to use a hole saw that's a little bit bigger than each one of the holes that we drew on there. That way we have room for maneuverability, and if there were any mistakes with the template going on top of the base of the shelter. And it's off. I guarantee you it's off a little bit, but it's okay. Remember, it's not going to be seen. It's going to be all closed up, and what we'll do is we'll fill it inside. We can fill it once we make the holes up and we get everything aligned up. As long as this is setting properly, we can fill in around if we want to. We can put some more concrete inside there and make it look nice and neat. So let's go ahead and use the different sizes of the different hole cutters that I have. I have a pretty big assortment from all the other projects that I've had over the years. Part of your tool arsenal. Well, let's go ahead and do that now. All right, well, now that we got all the initial cuts done inside the base, let's do a test fitting and cross our fingers. I made each one of the holes a little bit bigger to give me some room, but you still never know. We might have to do some post adjusting if it doesn't fit properly. So let's take it to the back to the slab and see if it'll fit. Well, as you can see, I think we're good. I don't think we have to do any more cutting on any of the space right here. I think everything's going to fit fine. We can do some sealing in with some sealant, either some silicone, or we can actually put some concrete inside to fill it down around each one of the PVC pipes, which might even negate the need for us to have to put any anchors on there, because the concrete that we would do for filling inside there would actually act like an anchor. Anyway, so that looks like it's going to fit good. So now it's part of the, let's take a look at some of the instructions for the assembly of the unit itself. Something I was concerned about was the power supply for the LED lighting for the pond itself. On the pond, underneath that ledge that goes all the way around it, I ran low voltage DC LED lighting cable inside there, which what I'm going to do is we're going to have lights in the evening time that come on automatically. And what they will do is they will present a nice look of the pond with the fish inside there, with the water going through there all the way around. The entire pond will be lit up at nighttime, but it has to have a power supply source. Well, the power supply source is right here, but what happened was when I first dropped this in, I was worried because of the thickness of the base itself, if it was going to fit appropriately. As you can see, it's going to fit perfectly. And this is the power, and the power goes to one of the 4 GFCI, the ground fault circuit isolation, in case there's any type of a short, nobody gets electrocuted. And it will connect to one of the 4 here. So the power, we're going to need power for the pumps and for the filtration, as well as the lighting. So I think we're covered. I think we're good. Well, unfortunately, the battery died out on us while we were doing the time-lapse videography. But the shelter for the life support system for the pond, it's complete. The only thing is we haven't secured it down to the base yet, but the base is still curing, so we don't want to drill any holes in that as of yet. So anyway, this is what it looks like. Let's go ahead and open it up and we can see what it looks like on the inside. I actually started putting stuff inside as a storage, and all the stuff that's inside it for storage is parts of the life support system, filtration system, some UV stuff, bio, some pump stuff. But basically, this is where it's going to house all of the life support system, and this is most of it. There's some other stuff that's still in the garage, but I needed to reclaim my space back in the garage so I can back up the vehicle without having to worry about running over this stuff, which I've had to worry about since I got back from the Philippines. So we will continue on this. I have to find my plan. I don't know where my plan is for all the connections. It's pretty easy to figure out, but I have some different type of diverter valves and all these different type of valves and things that I wanted to implement, and they're part of the system that I put together over a year ago, as you know, before I moved to the Philippines. Now I need to try to figure out where I put my design drawing. I'm sure it's somewhere inside the house. Tomorrow is Sunday here, so probably tomorrow will be a relaxing day, and we will probably begin back again on the koi pond project probably on Monday. Again, if I could find that that drawing. If not, I will make up a new drawing and we will start assembling everything. So anyway, we are going to go now. Ness reminded me several times today that it's getting close to barbecue time at Carnes Crossroads. So let me go inside, get cleaned up, and let's go ahead and go get some barbecue. But you're not going to believe this. But this is the Carnes Crossroads BBQ and Brew, and it's hosted by the city of Goose Creek. That's what I found out. That's where Goose Creek came into it. But we got here, and we came here with an appetite for barbecue. We wanted pulled pork barbecue, some of that good old southern pulled pork barbecue. Well, we get here, and guess what? Every place that is having barbecue, they're out of pulled pork barbecue. All they have is a little bit of some chicken baskets left.
No.
So we came for barbecue. Well, there are other barbecue restaurants here in the Summerville area. And what we're going to do, we're going to Google it. We're going to go downtown and we're going to find us some good barbecue. But before we do, we're hoping that they have some music playing here. And if they have some music playing, we'd like to listen to a little bit of live music. But if not, we are in search of barbecue. In search of barbecue. So that's what we're going to do today.
We're gonna eat barbecue.
Saturday, everybody. Thank you very much, Rockytop's Valley.
Well, anyway, we are here at Kelly's Barbecue. We did a Google search and we looked at the ones that had the most satisfied customers, and Kelly's Barbecue has a lot of satisfied customers. So we're going to try this place out. Ness wants pulled pork. She wants barbecue. They didn't have barbecue at that event that we went to. So we're going to see if this place cannot satisfy this woman's appetite for barbecue. Okay, well, that was worth waiting for. We're done with today's episode and we're done with today's meal. We got our barbecue, believe it or not. And like I said, we're so full. I had a big.
We're 1 pound heavier.
Yeah. Oh, remember all that weight I lost in the Philippines? I have to do it all over again. But before we close for today, we have one birthday shout out, and it's a birthday shout out for Arturo Palmer's sister, Alma Sampson, and she is turning 46 tomorrow on April 22nd. So we want to wish her a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Well, tomorrow is Sunday, and I wasn't planning on doing any work on the koi pond project, but what I might do, and I promised you this, I might put together a how we got to this point in this koi pond project. I have archived a bunch of the pictures and some of the videos of when I was doing the actual build back in 2016. So what I might do If there's nothing going on and I don't feel like relaxing, I might put together a little bit of a video so that we can be where we are today, and then we can continue on from the project at that point. I think that's a fair way of doing it. So anyway, until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, please give us a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen over there. You will be subscribed and you will be notified the next time we upload a new video. So until then, you have a wonderful and blessed weekend.